EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. That's right, baby. They don't want it. SOS. 80 weapon. SOS. 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 Deuce. Get.
Now Etienne runs through the contact. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Under 10. 10. Look at me. Go. Hey, lock it. Check. Crunch.
Here's a give to Etienne. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Spencer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Along the sideline, finding Andrews for the completion. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to it.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 6 there on first. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Lawrence flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
218, jump. 50, nice 50. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Jump, jump. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes is going to let this one go deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Well, Charles, he was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On the ready.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it in the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went out past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot. Wide. You're out. Check.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. A first down and more. Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And a solid run down inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open to it. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to run.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
His throw caught right around the 6. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Back now in Jacksonville. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Spencer. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 77 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Chark with a completion along the sideline. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on second down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield, and it is incomplete. They had a defender running right with him, and now it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Mahomes will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Spencer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.